Okay, hi guys. So basically, I will be sharing my reflection regarding our last class. So, Doctor already asked us to watch 3 videos to include in our reflections. So I'm going to talk about the first video and the second and the third video. I'll compare it together. Okay, for the first video, I noticed that it's about choosing the best mobile app framework. So I don't have like any experience in programming. This is my first time to like dive in really in deep, knowing all the terms. So these things are pretty new to me. So apologize first, just in case I tak faham anything. Okay, so the first part is where they talk about the party native. So party native, I understand that they, for example, Apple have Xcode, and Google have Android Studio, and they are using two different programming language. For example, if I'm not mistaken, Apple are using Swift and Google is using JavaScript. So what I understand, please correct me if I'm wrong, what I understand is that, for example, if one app developer wants to put his or her application in App Store and also Play Store, so they need to work 2 times, as in they need to construct the application using JavaScript to be posted in under Google, under Android, and another one which is using Swift in order to put it in iOS. Okay, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but then this is how I understand all this stuff. So the second one is progressive web apps. What I understand is that progressive web apps is just focusing more on the web itself, how we want to develop the web, and yeah. So when it comes to progressive web apps, which is the PWA, I don't really think that I understand much about it. But when it comes to the third one, they talk about the cross-platform native. So cross-platform native is basically what the second, the third video is all about, where they compare between Flutter, React Native, and also Xamarin. So coming from me, again, this is very new to me. This is a whole new world to me. So the easiest way for me to understand is to search this kind of table. Okay, so it's easier for me to compare and contrast, and also knowing from what angle do we need to compare them. So based on this one, they're saying that React Native is using JavaScript as the programming language, and Flutter is doing Dart, and Dart, if I'm not mistaken, happens to be the newest language programming that Google themselves has come up with, and also Xamarin are using C# with .NET environment. Okay, and coming from supported platforms, all of them support iOS and Android. It's just that Flutter doesn't really support web apps, maybe for now. I don't know. Coming from me, I'm always an Android punya fan. I never use iOS. No, I don't really think I'm gonna use iOS in the future, so I'm just focusing on Android itself. When it comes to application performance, Flutter leaves React Native and also Xamarin quite behind. So Flutter is like the first one. The application performance is like super TikTok. However, when it comes to libraries and tools, Flutter has like a very limited sources, and user interface, once again, Flutter wins. And when it comes to all the applications that use these three programming, I noticed that, for example, when it comes to React Native, I noticed Instagram. I've heard of it. Of course, I'm using it. And Facebook Ads Manager, used it before, and also Bloomberg. So I noticed that. When it comes to Xamarin, I don't really know any of the companies that use Xamarin for their companies, and I'm not really sure. But then when it comes to Flutter, the only one that I recognize is Alibaba. So again, it's really hard for me to to choose between the three of them because I don't know much. I'm so sorry. So yeah, if there's any comment or if I misspoke or tersalah information or anything, just please help me. Alright? Thank you so much.